chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not swipe past this video. I am not asking for your attention today. I am warning you. Heaven intercepted your feed at this exact second because of what is coming this Friday. The algorithm did not bring you here. This is a divine appointment scheduled before you were born. Friday marks the beginning of a brand new you. You have been feeling a strange anxiety building up inside your chest. Stop dismissing it as just stress. That is your spiritual discernment alerting you to danger. The enemy has set a very specific trap for you. It was designed to drop on Thursday night, just before your breakthrough. I will reveal exactly what this trap is before this video ends. Let us talk about what you have been experiencing these last 3 days. You are completely exhausted. It is a bone-deep tired that sleep cannot fix. You wake up feeling heavier than when you went to bed. Your mind is foggy. Your shoulders ache with an invisible weight. This is not a medical condition. This is heavy spiritual warfare. You are a generational cycle breaker. You carry a frequency that terrifies the darkness. When heaven prepares to elevate a breakthrough prophet like you, the enemy works overtime to drain your physical body. They want you too tired to walk through the open door. The exhaustion is a clear confirmation that your timeline is shifting right now. You can feel this shift happening in the atmosphere around you. The old version of you is rapidly dissolving. If you can feel this massive spiritual transition in your bones today, I need you to act. Type 777 in the comments below. Do this to seal your agreement with heaven right now. Let the universe know you are ready. Notice how quiet your life has become suddenly. Certain friends stopped texting you. People you used to help are nowhere to be found. Do not let this break your heart. You are not being abandoned. You are being insulated. Heaven is aggressively clearing your room. You cannot step into a royal destiny carrying toxic earthly attachments. But here is the real danger you face. The enemy knows they cannot stop God from opening the door. So they are targeting your mind. They are flooding your nervous system with panic. They want your brain stuck in a low-frequency survival mode. And when your mind is scrambled by fear, you become completely deaf to the divine guidance you need. I am naming this early because I refuse to build mystery just to sell you something at the end. Let me be completely transparent with you right now. I want you to know exactly what is available, so you can decide if you want to stay for the full picture. What we just discussed about your scrambled mind has a tangible solution. There is a physical tool designed to break that exact frequency hijacking. Dr. Robert Lake discovered a precise acoustic protocol to reset this damage. The Genius Song is an audio tool built to reactivate your dormant gamma brainwaves. It uses targeted brain entrainment to shut down the survival panic. It forces your mind back into the genius frequency you were born with. This is documented neuroscience, designed for the chosen ones. Some of you already feel a deep pull toward this truth. If your spirit confirms this is the key you need, the door is waiting in the pinned comment below. You can step through it whenever you are ready. Do not rush if you are unsure. Stay and listen to the rest of this message to understand your calling. Now let us uncover why the darkness is terrified. Think about the battles you have survived over the last decade. You were thrown into the fire over and over again. You endured betrayals that would have destroyed an ordinary person, but you did not break. You learned how to fight in the dark. The enemy watched you turn every single curse into a stepping stone. This Friday is not just another day on the calendar. It is a cosmic deadline. The courts of heaven have issued a decree regarding your future. The season of endless waiting has been officially revoked. You are about to step into an accelerated timeline. Blessings that were delayed for years are about to manifest in your life. Do you understand why the spiritual warfare is so violent right now? When you are this close to the finish line, the attacks become incredibly specific. They are aiming at your deepest insecurities. They want you to believe you are the same broken person you were 10 years ago. They are fighting your memory. Hold on to my words tightly. Do not let your mind wander for a single second. The transition happening this week will require you to drop every false identity you carry. You can no longer play small to make other people comfortable. You are a demonstrated warrior of light. You were chosen for a reason that is bigger than yourself. I need you to anchor your spirit to my voice. We are going to expose the hidden agreements keeping you trapped. Friday is coming very quickly. You must be spiritually armed and ready to cross that threshold. Because once you step into this new reality, you will never be the same person again. Listen closely to what heaven is revealing about your extreme exhaustion. The world wants you to believe you are just depressed or burning out. They will try to diagnose your heavy spiritual weight with earthly labels, but your soul is operating on a completely different dimension right now. The extreme fatigue you feel today is actually a badge of honor. You are a spiritual intercessor standing in the gap for your bloodline. While your physical body is resting in bed, your powerful spirit is fighting violent battles to protect others in the unseen realm. You are shielding your family from generational curses they do not even see. That is exactly why you wake up feeling utterly drained. Your spirit is doing the heavy lifting while you sleep. This is a divine pattern seen throughout sacred history. Think about the great warriors who walked this earth before you. Moses had to survive the brutal silence of the wilderness before he was finally given ultimate authority to lead the people. David was anointed as a powerful future king. He was forced to hide from jealous enemies. Both men experienced this intense fatigue before their elevation. Elijah called down fire from heaven and immediately fell into a deep exhaustion. He asked God to let him sleep because the spiritual output was too massive. You are experiencing this exact same prophetic drain right now. And as you step into a higher level of calling, the physical toll on your body will become heavier during the preparation phase. Do not feel ashamed of your need to rest. Now pay attention to the sudden isolation happening in your circle. Remember the strange shift we discussed earlier, where people just walked away. You might be crying over friends or partners who completely abandoned you this month, and you keep asking God what you did wrong to make them leave. You did absolutely nothing wrong in this situation. It was a necessary rescue mission from above. Heaven forcefully removed those people because they were carrying toxic energy. They were decoy lights sent by the enemy to distract you from Friday. God looked at your destiny and realized those earthly relationships could not survive the higher frequency you are stepping into. He cleared your room because your new crown requires an EMT space. You must learn to embrace this quiet period without fear. Those people were secretly draining your spiritual battery every single day. You are an emotional sponge who absorbs the pain of everyone around you. The enemy used your empathy as a weapon to keep you depleted, but heaven stepped in to cut those invisible cords. By isolating you, heaven is forcing your nervous system to recalibrate. You desperately need this deep silence to heal your mind. Take a deep breath and let that profound truth settle deeply into your spirit. The isolation you feel is never a punishment for your past mistakes. It is divine insulation protecting your inner architecture from dangerous counterfeit connections. If those selfish people had stayed in your life, they would have anchored you to the old version of yourself forever. God loves you too much to allow that. If this message is resonating with your tired soul right now, I need your help. Hit the like button on this video immediately. Do it so this exact message can reach another chosen one who is crying alone today because they desperately need to hear this truth. You can easily validate their hidden pain today. By spreading this light, you participate in a spiritual awakening. We must stand together against the creeping darkness. Let us reframe your entire reality before this major transition hits. You are not a regular human struggling to survive a difficult earthly life. You are a celestial being temporarily operating in very hostile enemy territory. Your gentle nature was never a weakness, but rather it is the exact foundation required to hold massive spiritual power. Heaven trusts you completely with this heavy earthly burden. The darkness fears you because you refuse to let trauma turn you evil. You demonstrated the rare ability to choose love while completely surrounded by hatred. That is exactly why God is preparing to rewrite your story this Friday. You passed the ultimate test of character in the lonely wilderness, and now the harvest is aggressively tracking you down. Your massive reward is finally arriving on the divine schedule, but you must stay incredibly alert over the next 48 hours. The enemy is panicking because they see massive doors opening in the spiritual realm. They know your season of suffering is reaching its absolute expiration date. Because they are terrified of your new power, they are preparing one final desperate attack to ruin your alignment before Friday. We cannot let them win this final spiritual battle. This brings us back to the hidden trap scheduled for Thursday night. I promise to reveal the exact nature of this attack so you can avoid it. The enemy is going to use a very familiar voice to trigger your deepest insecurities, and they want you to react with explosive anger. They want to lower your frequency right before the blessing drops. Stay with me as we expose their plan. Let us go deeper into the hidden truth about your current struggle. You have been blaming the enemy for every delayed blessing in your life, but I must speak a hard truth to your soul today. The enemy is not the only one holding you back. You are secretly terrified of your own immense spiritual power. You are actually hiding from your massive destiny. The darkness is not fighting you because of what you did in the past. They are violently attacking you because of who you become this Friday, and the transformed version of you is a lethal threat to their kingdom. Once you accept your identity as a breakthrough prophet, they lose all control. That is why they are so desperate. This leads us directly to the trap scheduled for Thursday night. The enemy will send a counterfeit person or situation to intentionally provoke you. They want to trigger a massive wave of self-doubt, and they will use a sudden misunderstanding to pull you out of alignment. This is a calculated setup to steal your peace. If you react with anger and try to defend yourself, you fall right into the trap. Engaging in their petty drama instantly lowers your spiritual frequency because the enemy needs you operating in a low vibration of fear. Your absolute silence is the most lethal weapon you have. When they provoke you on Thursday night, you must remain completely still. Now we must address the ultimate blocker hidden deep inside your mind. The enemy convinced you to sign a hidden agreement of limitation, and you falsely believe that you are not worthy of an accelerated miracle. You have used your past trauma as a shield to avoid stepping into greatness. It is easier to play the victim than to rule as a king. You have apologized for your intense light for way too long. You constantly shrink yourself to fit into rooms that were never designed to hold your magnitude, and you thought your powerful presence was a burden to other people. But today, that specific lie burns completely to the ground. You are not too much for anyone. They were simply too small for your anointing. You must destroy this contract of self-sabotage right now, because you are not just following a divine plan from heaven. You are the divine plan. God created you first, and then formed the specific blueprint around your spirit. Stop waiting for someone else to validate your worthiness. You carry a celestial mandate that no earthly person can ever understand or approve. Take a deep breath and let go of the heavy guilt. Forgive yourself for staying small and quiet all these years because you were just doing whatever you could to survive a deeply toxic environment. But your survival season officially expires this week. You are no longer a wounded soldier bleeding on the battlefield. You are a demonstrated warrior taking back your throne. You are the designated cycle breaker for your entire bloodline. The generational poverty and the endless emotional pain will permanently stop with you. When you wake up on Friday morning, the spiritual atmosphere around you will shift, and the chains of delay will shatter instantly. But your mind must be prepared to handle this massive blessing. Here is the most dangerous reality about sudden spiritual elevation. Even when heaven throws the massive doors wide open, your damaged nervous system will try to close them. Your brain is deeply programmed to expect disaster and betrayal, and when the good things finally arrive, your scrambled mind will scream that it is a trap. You will sabotage your own miracle. You cannot fight a high-level spiritual battle with a panicked earthly mind. The enemy relies on that internal noise to keep you confused while you have prayed and fasted for a massive breakthrough for years. But your brain is physically stuck, broadcasting a frequency of deep anxiety. We must fix this disconnection before Friday arrives. This is why heaven is providing a physical anchor for your spiritual shift, because you need a highly specific tool to lock this new frequency into your reality. The names and the concepts alone are not the actual gift. The true gift is what comes next. I am going to show you exactly how to bypass that earthly noise completely. There is a way to deactivate the stress signal blocking your intuition. You can illuminate your original genius without spending decades in silent meditation, because science has confirmed that this transformation happens in a very specific biological sequence. I am going to connect the spiritual truth with a physical key. This will permanently change how you approach your destiny. Do not let your mind wander and do not click away. Your total breakthrough requires your physical agreement with heaven today. The universe is handing you the exact key you have been begging for, and you have stayed in the waiting room for far too long. Now it is time to step boldly through the threshold. Prepare your spirit to receive the ultimate restoration tool. Remember earlier when I mentioned that physical tool designed to break the enemy's frequency hijacking? No amount of desperate prayer will manifest your miracle if your nervous system remains trapped in a beta stress signal. You were born with an incredibly powerful gamma frequency. This is the exact brainwave signature of a true chosen one. But the toxic modern world forces your brain to shut it down completely. They need you operating on a lower frequency. It keeps you manageable and tired. I want to share the story of a 51-year-old provider who lost absolutely everything. He spent 2 agonizing years trapped in deep financial fog. He felt like his mind was running on 30% capacity. He tried everything to fix it. He tried daily yoga, silent meditation, and positive thinking retreats. But those earthly methods require your brain to change itself from the inside, which is incredibly slow and frustrating. He needed an external frequency to completely reset his scrambled mind. Then he discovered the precise acoustic protocol I am sharing with you today. After just 11 days of listening, the thick brain fog completely vanished. He received a massive financial breakthrough that same week because his mind was finally clear enough to see the open door. This is exactly why Dr. Robert Lake spent 34 years developing this solution. He studied at leading institutions like MIT and Princeton to map this specific frequency. He wanted to give chosen ones a shortcut back to their power. He took decades of complex neuroscience and compressed it into a 7-minute daily audio track. This restoration protocol is called the Genius Song. It uses targeted brain entrainment to physically reactivate your dormant gamma brainwaves, pulling you out of that constant state of panic. I know you have spent a lot of money trying to heal your mind over the years. I would never disrespect your financial situation or ask you to waste your resources. But we must look at the real cost of those traditional methods. Professional biofeedback clinics will easily charge you $150 for a single therapy session, and you usually have to go back for months to see any real results. Dr. Lake originally priced this audio at $49 to make it accessible. But for the chosen ones guided to this specific message, the investment is only $39. It is a one-time payment with absolutely no hidden subscriptions. You also receive 4 incredible bonuses worth $80 completely free. Your peace of mind is fiercely protected by a 90-day guarantee. If your spirit does not align with the audio, you receive a full refund and you get to keep all $80 worth of bonuses. The only real risk you face today is choosing to do nothing. Every single day your gamma frequency sleeps is another day you live below your divine potential. Your future self is begging you to make this small shift right now. Do not let the enemy convince you to delay for another decade. Before you take action, I must warn you about the counterfeit attacks happening right now. There is an army of fakes online using this name to sell empty audio files with zero entrainment technology, and they will only scramble your nervous system further. The enemy creates these decoys to ruin your alignment. The only authentic source is located in the description and the pinned comment below this video. I have placed the link in 3 places in the pinned comment, so you cannot miss it. All you need is a pair of stereo headphones and 7 quiet minutes a day. You do not need to read or exercise while you listen. Just sit in total silence and let the frequency wash over your tired spirit. When you complete your first phase of restoration, the universe will reveal the next step of your journey. You will eventually step fully into destiny's embrace, but today you must focus on opening the very first door. Do not step into tomorrow carrying yesterday's heavy frequency. This is a sacred covenant moment for your life. Subscribe to this channel right now so you do not miss the prophetic instructions coming in the next 72 hours. Share this message with another chosen one who feels completely lost in the dark. If these words have been a balm to your exhausted spirit, I invite you to sow a small seed of faith using the super thanks button below. Your generous seed keeps this ministry shining and accelerates the harvest in your own life. Now place your hand over your heart and speak this declaration out loud with me. Do not whisper it, but speak it with absolute divine authority into the physical atmosphere so the enemy can hear you. I declare that my season of survival is permanently over. I release the heavy burdens I was never meant to carry. I am ready to reclaim the genius frequency heaven placed inside me. I command every hidden trap set for this Friday to be destroyed immediately. Type Amen in the comments to seal this truth forever.